All right, I've been hearing a lot about this. This has been trending on a lot of forums and music production websites, especially with regards to jungle producers. And it's called the Amigo sampler. Essentially, it's an emulation of it's called the Paula chip. I believe it was the chip that was the central piece to the Akai sampler. I think there's Amiga sampler. That's why it's called Amigo sampler. But basically, it's an emulation of an old 90s style sampler. So you can get that really old school crunch on your aim and breaks. And they've done a good job just creating the design from what I can see. I've never used this before, so we're doing this fresh, and we're just gonna get a feel for this neat piece of software. If you want to learn more about the Amigo sampler, you can check out the link down below. It's also found on potenzadsp.com. Shouts out to the entire team, Dario, who linked me up with this. And yeah, you can read more about it. But other than that, let's just jump right into it and see what this thing can do. So I have it loaded up as a VST. Simply you can just load the sample straight in. So I'm actually pulling a sample from the Acid Lab sample pack right now. You can learn more about the Acid Lab sample pack down to the links below on deviantaudio.com. Let's just pull this in. You can just pull an audio sample right in here. And you can start just hitting your keys and just playing the sample, right? And what the Paula chip in the Amigo sampler does is it resamples everything to 8-bit audio. And then you can adjust the sample rate, which is how you get that gritty old school sound. I think I can already hear it degrading the high end. It has this really nice crunch. We can change it. Let's play with the sample rate here and see. Okay, so you can click this up. So the maximum sample rate is 22 kilohertz. Apparently, you can't get this sound from a normal bit reduction plugin. So you're getting that authentic 8-bit kind of old school sound. Someone just asked Ableton Redux. Yes, I just answered that question. You can't get that sound, apparently. They claim that because of the way they engineered this to model the Paula chip, it's doing that authentic degradation as opposed to a simple bit reduction. I don't know that. I don't understand the science behind it. I was just reading their manual. You can just listen by the results. It does sound different from Ableton Redux. So the lowest sample rate is 4,000 hertz. So the sample rate is the amount of frequencies you're hearing. So the highest frequency you're hearing is 4,000 hertz. So all that high end is removed. And you can certainly hear the difference. So this is the original break, and this is what the sampler. You can hear the high end is grittier and crunchy. Big up Yosh, amazing producer. Okay, let's go and try out the different sample modes. So we're currently just playing the sample as is, but if you go over here where it says sample mode, we can actually change it to slice mode, right? And what I like about slice mode is apparently it can work like recycle. So if you guys seen me slice breaks, you can increase the threshold. Hopefully this works. I guess you have to turn on auto slice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the lower the threshold, the more lines you see. Okay, so this is cool. And then I believe it starts on middle C. Yeah. So now it's mapped to your keyboard. And it looks like the slicing is pretty accurate. The transients are pretty on point, but you can just adjust it yourself as well. So you can just double click the lines, which is quite handy, right? If you want to be anal about it, which I certainly am. So you could do that, right? And that's nice. But nothing wrong with keeping it loose, because then you get a more, I guess, loose sound, right? So but yeah, totally up to you. If you want to remap the markers, you can move it too, which is nice. Okay, so you can just click and move. I like that. Yeah, really, so far I'm liking the design of this. It's interesting they went for this kind of user interface. So this reminds me of Impulse Tracker. Anyone remember Impulse Tracker? So the design looks similar to that. So this is cool. So now we can just go in and just resequence this, right? So let me just put this away so we can put this down, right? Let's put it back up to 170. Okay, so I do like slicing mode because that's how I was taught to slice up breaks. There's also different trigger modes. So in trigger, it's just playing per slice. But I believe you change it through, it plays it through. So that might, some people are used to that kind of mode. That's handy. We'll see if it can handle Rex files. Okay. I wonder what the stretching does. So neat. So over here where it says len, you can stretch it. So pretty neat. I believe cycles is kind of, I guess it's like the grain size, right? So I guess the smaller the cycle, you'll get that kind of flangy sound. And then, oh, you can pitch it up. Interesting. Okay, we'll play with this later. You can reverse it. Interesting. I seen them with them use the phase parameter, and this is cool. Phase is essentially you can add kind of like a delay, like so you can. I think what it does is it duplicates the signal and delays the duplicate signal. So depending on the size of this delay, You can get phaser, flanger, chorus, or even delay effects. Okay, so that's neat. That's very handy. Okay. Attack, release. Wonder what happens if we make the notes super short, because I see there's the release button. I think we would actually need to make the notes short to test the release. See, we can change the colors. Neat. I like blue. Some kind of blue would be nice. Something like that. Now it looks like Fast Tracker with this blue. Okay, that's cool. It would be neat if you clicked one of these and there's a little game inside, like Fast Tracker. Yeah, I believe you can automate a lot of the parameters as well. But I want to figure out this release thing because it's not working for me. Maybe I'm not using it correctly. Maybe I have to refer to the manual release. Simple attack and release envelope. You must enable gate in order to enable release behavior. Okay, so enable gate. I see. Okay, cool. Okay, this is cool. So if you want to get the super tight sounding breaks, you make the notes super short and you adjust the release. Just make sure gate is on. Release just makes it smoother by adding a tail at the end of the note. All right. I'm liking what this can do to the break. Let's just fix the break again. I just want it to play full. Maybe resequence this, make this actually an original sequence. All right. Let's layer this with more sound. So let's just add in another edition of Amigo, another instance of Amigo, and then we can just add more sounds, right? So I think I want some amens on top of this. So what I'll do is I'll find some Amens from the OG Jungle sample pack. That's another pack you can find on deviantaudio.com, link below. I like the sound of this break. That's so enable the sampling mode, make it slice mode, and then let's increase the or decrease the threshold, I believe. Or do we increase it? Oh, make sure your auto slice is on, correct. And then you can zoom in, adjust the slices. Someone asked if you can put RX2s in. Let's just check. Break New York. That'd be interesting. Okay, so I'm trying to pull it an RX2, but it's not loading in, so don't think it supports RX2s, unfortunately. That would be nice. Yeah, it's not going in, so okay. All right. Okay, let's play with this Amen. Let's adjust the sound. Just one moment here. My screen is a little messed up here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so let's play the sample rate. I'd be interested to hear how it sounds with a little bit of EQing. So sample reduction and then EQing after to compensate. Let's go. Let's try to automate some of the time stretching parameters and see what happens. We'll call this duplicate this pattern. Yeah, just a pattern to work with, not the best. I'm sure I can fine tune the rhythm, but I just want to like push this tool to the limit and just see what it can do in terms of automating the effects. So oh, that's neat. I like that. So interesting that the pitch parameter is just on and off. So, and the pitch is, I guess, determined. Oh, I guess it compensates the length of the pitch, or correlates the pitch with the time stretch length. I guess you could also pitch it up here. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so let's put this into the arrangement so we can play with actually like automating and creating an amen phrase, right? So I can put this in here. So turn on automation mode and let's see. Okay, so all these parameters are currently available. So we can adjust. Oh, we can turn off stretch. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. So what I want to do, stretch that snare. Okay. So turn on stretch at this very position right here. And then change the length here. Oh, there's going to be so much automation here, the way this works. Stretch length. Where is it? So stretch, yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh. This is fun. Okay. Ew, gross. Okay. So we can mute these two little slices, extend the length of the snare. Oh, sick. Let's turn this on. Okay. Oh shoot, you can do some. I just realized this is even better than the Akai sampler tool, because now instead of having to export each slice, you can do it all within the DAW. This is actually a game changer. Oh, that was sick. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, let's automate the pitch. So that would be here. Are we like making Acid Rain Part 2 right now? Okay, I'm trying to think of a phrase here. Guys, I need to use the washroom really badly, so I'm going to play this while this loops, and then I'll be right back. So here's a pro tip. Always empty your bladder before a session. You'll be much more at ease. And while I have your attention, all the samples I'm using right now, you can find on deviantaudio.com. So I was using the Acid Lab pack and the OG Jungle sample pack. And you can find the links down below. OG Jungle is amazing for old school jungle breaks. Acid Labs pack also has an old school feel, but with a modern touch. There's also a bunch of other packs. Hybrid breaks is good for drum breaks as well. And then we have some preset packs and Ableton kits to help you along your journey. And also, we're working on releasing this bad boy, which will be coming out in the coming weeks. It's the Deviant Audio Production Suite. This is actually a product bundle. All 12 of our packs bundled in one complete product. So if you want to grab the entire catalog in one shot, you're getting it at a nifty price, because essentially it's 50% off from what you would pay regularly if you were to buy each pack individually. So we've been working on this, and stay tuned on when this will be coming out. But yeah, to learn more about packs, you can check the links down below, or just go to deviantaudio.com. But now that I've said that, let's get back into the track. I'm just thinking of like some kind of like melody you can write with the kind of like Photex style, where he kind of writes a melody by flanging the amen. Let me just make a copy so I don't lose this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we have the pattern. So what I want to do is actually now automate the pitch, or essentially the flanging. We had to decrease the cycle. Or do we do that with the delay? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe we do it with the delay. So I want to stretch it here just for that snare. This is somewhat like in a nostalgic way. This is revolutionary because I've never been able to think like this, because there has been a tool that I've come across where I can do this all in real time and automate it. So like everything I'm doing here is, these are new thoughts and processes. So like I'm like creating new ideas in my head, or just new ways of doing things, like on the spot right now. So if it seems like I'm experimenting here, I apologize, because I'm using this for the first time. The length would be over here. The length should be paired with the stretch here. Maybe no delay here. Okay. All right, we need some bass here to just so we don't bore ourselves with this break here. So what we'll do is another instance of Amigo, and we'll import some 808s and maybe some pad sounds, just so we have a little bit of direction on what to do with this thing. So let's just pull in some 808s from OG Jungle. I know there's some great 808s in here under the Bolt bass folder. Yeah, we could probably use that one. Okay, so this sample is the key of F. So interesting. So in order to get this to the right key, if I hit to map to the right key, because right now if I hit C, it's going to play F. So I would want to pitch it down so that 1, 2, 3, 4, pitch it down by 5. So when I play C, it is playing C. Let's just make sure. Let's pull in a tuner. Okay, the tuning is a bit off, so we can play with the tuning. Wonder what happens if we reduce the sample rate. Okay. That's nice. So you can get that interesting kind of sound with the 808. I believe there's gliding as well. If you put it on mono mode. Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's enter in an 808 melody. Dun 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 dun. Sounding like jungle to me. Let's add some pads in. So cool thing is they have a chord memorizer built in to Amigo, so you can import a single note string sound and create new pads. So let's go in once again to OG Jungle, and luckily I believe Fringe has provided single note strings, which we can create a pad from. That one might be cool, so let's just pull it in. So essentially the way it works is I believe you gotta turn on poly mode here. And there's chord memory. I believe you had to hit record first. Yeah, so that's neat. Now it's too loud, it's clipping. Bring the volume down. Now, interesting. The moment you let go of the key, it keeps playing. I don't know how you change the trigger mode in poly mode here. Oh, here's a cool thing. You can loop. You can loop this. Let's say a string is too short, right? You can just take this section, do ping pong. Oh, sweet. So let's say you don't want that attack here. Oh, that sounds cool. But maybe you just want this section, right? But this sounds cool here. Oh, okay, here's the loop. This is the sample start, and this is the loop start over here. And the looping seems pretty seamless. I don't hear the clicking is pretty minimal. I guess the OG way of doing this is zooming in and just make sure you have a 0 point right here. This is the proper way of looping. Right, 0 point right there, and make it end on a 0 point as well. So think something like over here, or let's just see if that works. That kind of works. It is clipping because it's super loud. So let's review how we made that chord again. Let me turn on chord memory mode. So now it's playing a single note, right? So what you do is you hit the chord memory and record it, right? And you record each note of the chord just by hitting the keyboard. So I wanted to play a like minor seventh, right? So I hit record, C, D sharp, G, A sharp, and that would be a minor seventh. And then turn off the recording. So what it's doing is it's remembering those 4 notes that you pressed or entered, and when you turn off record, it plays those 4 notes simultaneously as a chord. Now what I want to do is let's reduce the sample rate of this chord. Probably what I'd like to do is add some reverb to this. So yeah, that sounds good. So easy, just like that, one string into an old school jungle chord. those are whale sounds. Let me see what I have for effect sounds. I'm reaching in OG Jungle a lot today because this is the sound we're going for. I believe there are some textures that we can add to sounds. I believe that's like Dolphin sounds. We can do that. Maybe we should put it in the Amigo sampler just to bit reduce that sound as well. Let's go fully authentic. Every sound has to go through the Amigo for that downgraded sound. And just pull it into the sampler. Just like that. Bigger shout out to French who informed me about this tool. Otherwise, I won't have jumped on it. If he's watching right now, shouts out. Oh wow, this Dolphin sounds really good with bit reduction. Here, let's go back. So at 22 hertz, that's how it sounds. But bring it all down to the minimum sample rate. Drizzle, I don't know if you're joking, but if that's true, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's terrible news. I would like this Aiming to sound a little more compressed. Maybe we can put a clipper on it or something. I'll just put free clip on it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. I think what I would probably do is like extend this Aiming sequence a little, right? Because right now it is just a loop, but it would take intense focus to really figure out what I want to do with this Aiming. Maybe add a stutter here, right? sounds nice. So this is interesting. It just keeps playing. How do you change the gauge the sample? Okay, we gotta turn on gate. Oh, okay. Turn on gate. That's better. So then the note stops when you let go of the note. So make sure you turn on gate. The pitch, the stutters sound good. Oh, over here, not there. Probably gonna leave soon, but I wanted to finish that thought. Let's just see how it sounds when we automate the pitching, right? Oh, okay. Maybe to add another stretch here. Stretch length, and then what about cycle? Yeah, I want to stretch cycle, which is here. I think I turn on gate for this aiming as well to make it stop. My light just turned off. Pitch. Okay. And then let's make these stutters a bit tighter, so maybe shorten the note. Oh, that sounds much better. Shouts out to Nasco and Chroma VST. Shouts out to Synth Audio, Paper Skies, and team. Amazing tool. Big up Nasco. You did a great job with Chroma. Had so much fun playing with it in the weekend. Definitely got to make some more content using that tool. Imagine like color jungle. That's new. forgot that we had this other break from the Acid Lab pack playing here. All right, that was super fun, guys. And this was my demonstration of the new Amigo sampler. Really cool tool, really cool authentic emulation of the old school 90s sound, the Paula chips, which I believe was what is the backbone of the Akai sampler, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. And really sick sounds you can do with this. As you can see, great for breakbeats, great for pads, great for bass. Put it in all your sounds for that nostalgic 90s old school vibe. If you want to learn more about the Amigo sampler, check the link down below. Shouts out to the entire team at Potenza DSP. Really great job what they did with this. Shouts out to Dario for hooking me up. Shouts out to Fringe for letting me in on the loop about this. And you can check it out. It's only for £10, so that's a steal, man. So amazing, really cool, really fun tool, and really cool results. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to support me, check out devantaudio.com. All the breaks and samples I used today are from Acid Lab and OG Jungle sample pack, but there's tons of other sample packs and preset packs, as well as Ableton kits to help you along your journey. Until the next video,